A storm just came through your area, you got your insurance involved, and now you don't know what to do. Let me explain to you why it's beneficial to use a good contractor to help you through this process. So there's one of two ways that you found out you had damage. You either looked up and you saw you had damage and you called your insurance company. Or maybe a contractor knocked on your door and asked if they could inspect your property and told you you have damage. In either instance, you called your insurance company, you got them involved, and they gave you paperwork. Now let's say on that paperwork, for example, because this is what we're seeing in our area a lot, is the roof was covered. The full roof or maybe half the roof was covered. 20, 30 feet of fascia was covered. One side of the house siding was covered. And you're like, man, I don't want to just get one side of my house done or 20, 30 feet of fascia or a piece of my gutter done. I guess this is all they covered. I got to get some estimates. So you call me as a contractor and you say, hey, I need an estimate. Well, if you want an estimate from me, I need to know exactly what the insurance covered. I need to know if they covered all the fascia or if they covered 20 feet of it. I need to know if they covered all the siding, if they covered part of the roof, whatever, and I can give you an estimate, right? Just like another contractor, they can give you an estimate for those things. But if you would choose a good contractor that knows how to work through the insurance process and has done this before, they're going to help you, and they're going to take those papers, and they're going to take that line item breakdown, is what it's called, and they're going to look line by line and see everything that was covered. In most of these scenarios, one side of the house was covered with siding, partially gutters, partially fascia, as I explained before. We can take that, and we can explain to the insurance company in one word or another that we can't just do one side. We can't just do X amount of fascia. We can't just do one gutter. You know, on a hip roof, the gutter goes around the whole house, so we can't just do one gutter. Most of the time, the siding, we can't find anymore. It's discontinued, so we can't do just one side of the house. The insurance companies aren't going to take a piece of your siding. They're not contractors. They're not going to take a piece of your siding and go find out if they can find more siding for you. They're just going to say, hey, we see damage on this one side, that's what's covered, go get some estimates. Like I said, the benefit of using a good contractor is they're going to max that out, and they're going to get you everything they possibly can. The whole siding around the whole house, all the gutters, all the fascia. Is all that stuff guaranteed? No, but you have way better of a chance at getting all that stuff covered if you're dealing with a good contractor than if you just take your $10,000 and you call up 3 contractors and say, hey, I have 10 feet of fascia, one side of siding, and a partial roof. Odds are, from my experience, and I do this every day, I've been dealing with insurance companies for a long time. We do big exterior projects every single day. In my experience, the guy you find that's probably going to give you an estimate for that partial fascia, partial siding, doesn't know much about the insurance process, isn't very educated on it, or he would try to navigate and help you navigate through the process. Or, you know, maybe is a very small contractor and just trying to make some money on it real quick and just take it off the market, the job off the market. My best advice to you, instead of doing that, and maybe even he's a little bit cheaper than what they gave you, you're going to make $500 or $1,000. Instead of doing that, which you won't actually in the long run, because what they're going to do is ask you for an invoice from that contractor at the end of the job. He's going to say $8,000. You're going to give it to the insurance company. You're going to say, okay, here's $8,000, or here's whatever's left. So you don't make any money in the long run most of the time. So instead of making that $800, that $1,000, whatever it is, and getting 10 feet of fascia, one gutter, and one side of siding done, I would much rather give that money to a good contractor, let them handle it from start to finish, get my whole house done, and not have anything to worry about from that point on. So that was my breakdown of how you should deal as a homeowner with this insurance process. Once again, it's 1,000,000% up to you how you do it. I just was trying to make this video to be informative, answer questions to you guys. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'd love to help you through the process. Whether you're our customer or not, reach out. I'll help you, walk you through what you can do. Once again, thank you guys very much for watching. Have a good day.
Yeah.